Hi, today I'm making these cute little cat tags for a cat collar. They are made from resin, UV resin, and I will go through the process with you right now and how to do this. So I have these little dishes and this is UV resin that I'm pouring into here. So I'm going to be doing all my colours for the tags. I'm filling them up with how much I think is going to fill that little cat mould in the centre in the corner there. So I do usually just do it by eye, to be honest, and work out how much I need. You can always add more resin, it's absolutely fine in these little dishes, so it's really handy. If you don't have enough, you can just add a little bit more pigment paste. So I actually still have a lot of Resonate pigment paste that I think they stopped being a company 2 years ago. But I still have these pigment paste. They haven't gone out of date, which is amazing, and they're great. But you can get loads of pigment paste on Etsy that are just as good now, thank God. So we also have some mica. I thought I'd give it a little bit of a shimmer. So I've got those 3 colours. This is a ginger cat I'm doing. It's actually from my mum. Her cat's called Charlie. So I'm making a little tag with the ginger cat design. And then I'm going to put his name on with little stickers on top of when it's set. Because it'll set immediately, basically, within about a minute when I put it underneath the UV lamp. So I'm just mixing them all up. And then I'm just going to do like a little design in the mould of what I think Charlie looks like with his ginger colourings. And with this I used the pigment paste and I used the mica, and I feel like it just blends together quite well and makes... So now I'm putting on his white stripes and his little pattern. I think I've got a photo of him next to me. I had the photo of the cats that I was doing just so I could kind of get them nearly right. But kitty cats are all mottled coloured usually. So this one is going to be for my cat. So my cat is grey and white, and he's quite dark grey. He's got a mixture of greys on him, and the white face, the white at the bottom of the chin kind of style. And he's really fluffy. So I'm making a nice grey here with a couple of different micas, black and white to make the grey, make kind of a silvery colour. And then I'm using also a white pigment paste as well to highlight the white. You can mix mica and pigment paste really well, and the only thing I would suggest is don't put too much black when you're using UV resin, because the UV light cannot penetrate through the pigment. So here I'm using a grey pigment paste as well, so I'm just using whatever it's at hand that I think will... The contrast between the pigment and the pigment paste and the mica I really like. I feel like the contrast works well, so that's why I use the two of them against each other, so you can really see the definingness of my cat. So yeah, just doing the finishing touches of the white bits for my cat, and then I'll be putting under a UV resin lamp. So I usually put it in for quite a while. I mean, it really is set quite quickly, but I have been caught out. Sometimes the underneath doesn't set, especially with a coloured mould like that one. That's blue. Clear moulds are much better, but a coloured mould, again, the UV light doesn't get through the pigment. So I would do it multiple times, especially if it's got dark pigments in it. And then sometimes I even flip it over. Hopefully it's like completely set on top, and I'll put it over and I'll actually UV the underneath as well, especially in clear moulds. But this is them, and they are actually completely hard now, and I've taken them out. So now I'm putting individual letters on for the cat's names. This does take some time. This was just a fun little experiment. I just wanted to make these for my cats and a present from my mum's cat. So I did actually make another 2 more. I have 3 cats. I have Scada, Chakotay, Chibi for short, and Shiree. So I made them for all 3 of my cats and this one, but I only recorded these ones because I only had this one mould set, and as you can see it's got a smaller one, a bigger one, and then a huge one, and the huge one was too big for the cats to have around their neck. My cat Scada is a really big cat. He's kind of like a Maine Coon, so that's why he's getting the bigger one, because he is a big kitty. But yeah, that's me putting the letters on. I'm just trying to keep them all straight and stuff. Then once these letters are on, I'm going to go over the top with some clear UV resin. So here are the letters done. So now I'm going to go on top with the UV resin and make sure I get any bubbles and stuff out, but completely coat both of them. Get rid of the bubbles by using this a little lighter, and then I'll be putting them under the UV lamp again. And again, I'll be doing it for ages, because with clear UV resin, if you touch it when it's still sticky, you're going to make marks, you're going to put fingerprints on it, and you can get things stuck in it and horrible marks. So you don't want that. You want it to be really, really clear, and it's amazing. UV resin looks super, super clear. I make jewellery out UV resin and it's just stunning with real flowers inside. So I'm getting rid of all my bubbles and I'll put it under the UV lamp again. Any hairs, bubbles from the side, and I'll put it under my UV lamp. So here they are, completely done. I am wearing gloves as well, but gloves with some colour on them, which is a bit silly of me, but I didn't notice obviously. Still Ginger from the Ginger Charlie. I am touching it to make sure it is completely set. And then when I peel it back, we can hopefully nothing will come out. Sometimes with the pigment pastes, with UV resin, if you put too much in them, they won't set and they sometimes run underneath. But if you take it out and just flip it really quickly and put it on, like I'm doing right now, a mould, yeah, I think it's not ready, so I'm doing it again. So there you go. Everyone learns. But when you take it out of the mould, and sometimes it can run, just flip it over, take it out of the mould, put it on a UV, on another mould, and put it straight under the UV lamp again, and it should be absolutely fine. I've had to do this before in the past, but with this one, I can't see it being too much. I saw a little dip there, which I was a wee bit sad about. The resin hadn't gone through the whole thing, but it looks absolutely gorgeous and super cute. And underneath is not. Here's Scara's one, super cute. I used the grey colours, the grey letters, because he is a grey cat. It doesn't stand out as much, but I still really like it. I don't mind. The Charlie one stands out really, really well and I love it. They're so pretty. So there you are, super easy to do, super fun, and you just put a jump ring through them and then put them on your cat's collar and you have a little individualised name tag for your cat. Bye!